Hola! Today will be all about this stunning mountain, Peru's fastest growing tourist attraction, Rainbow Mountain, also known as Vinicunca. It was an early start for us. Pick-up time from our hotel was at 3:40 a.m. And after picking up other tour mates, we were rolling. And for us, it meant catching up on sleep. At around 5:30 a.m., after an hour and a half of drive, we stopped by Casa Ausengate for breakfast. Look at the cozy seats, perfect for the freezing weather. For context, I had thermals on, plus a mid-layer, plus puffer jacket, and I was still cold. The hand warmers saved the day. After 30 minutes, we are now back on the road. At 8:15, we are about to start our walk. At the starting point, there's an option to take an ATV or a horse. Our original plan was to walk all the way up, but we were also open to the idea of riding a horse, depending on how our bodies would react to the altitude. And speaking of altitude, for context, Lima, particularly Miraflores, has an altitude of 161 meters. Cusco has an altitude of 3,400 meters. Meanwhile, Rainbow Mountain or Vinicunca's altitude is at 5,200 meters. So there is a significant jump in altitude. So the question is, did we walk, ride a horse, or an ATV? Here's a POV atop a horse. Yes, we decided to listen to our bodies and not to overexert ourselves. After our initial stops, we were huffing and puffing, a different kind than our usual breathing when we do our walks back home. It could also be that we only had one day to acclimatize, but whatever it is important to listen to your bodies. Do note that the horse only brings people up to within 420 meters of the lower viewpoint of Vinicunca. We still did the 420 meters uphill climb to the mountain. As we drew closer and closer, the colorful streaks of the mountain became more visible and more vivid. The color of Vinicunca is due to the geological formation accumulated over time by a mixture of marine, lake, and river elements. The gathering of minerals drugged by the waters of the mountain range, the winds, and the humidity has caused the oxidation of the place and has made the mountain acquire that diversity of tones. The mountains were until recently covered with snow. When the snow melted, the phenomenon that is the Rainbow Mountain was discovered. Vinicunca is also known as Mountain of Seven Colors or Montaña De Siete colores. The layers are of pink, red, white, lavender, green, and yellow-brown. The official website says there are 14 different colorful minerals. The mountain also holds a cultural and spiritual significance for the local communities who see it as a connection to Pachamama or Mother Earth. Aside from Vinicunca, there are two more rainbow mountains. One is Palcoyo with an altitude of 4,100 meters and Payo Puncho, which was only known since the COVID-19 quarantine, with an altitude of 4,600 meters. The weather was perfect when we visited. The sun was up and about, but despite the visit by Mr. Sun, it was windy and cold. From the lower viewpoint, it takes an additional climb of 180 meters to reach the summit. Around 10:45 a.m., we started our descent. We considered riding an ATV, but walking prevailed. On the way down and as we drew closer to the parking area, we saw this heart-shaped lagoon. We stopped by Casa Ausangate again for lunch before heading back to Cusco, arriving at around 4:30 p.m. How do I find Rainbow Mountain or Vinicunca? Prior to us visiting the place, we have been reading comments that it is overrated, not as colorful as it looks like in the videos, or that the colors are just due to editing and such. but seeing it in person is such a wonder. Even from afar, the streaks of colors were already visible, becoming more and more vivid and pronounced as we drew near. It was such a magnificent sight to see, and I'd say a definite must-see when in Peru. And regarding altitude sickness, as long as you come prepared, you listen to your bodies. Do not be afraid or be hesitant to avail of other options, because there are available ones, such as horse or ATV. So planning and preparation are keys to it, based on our experience. And that's a wrap. That's our Vinicunca experience. Thank you for watching.